Hello y'all. Well, I'm on my front porch. It's pleasantable. It's not super warm, but it's not super cold. If I had to guess without looking at the thermometer, I'd say it's probably 55, maybe 58 degrees from around there. To me, it's a heat wave. But this week I cleaned up the yard some, I ran a few errands, grabbed a few things, made an appointment to get my blazer fixed. I'm tickled pink. So next Thursday, I'll take the blazer and drop it off at the body shop or the service garage. And Friday morning, they'll start working on it, fixing my upper control arm. And hopefully sometime that afternoon or evening, they'll call me and say, hey, you need to come pick up such and such. And I'll go up there and I'll pay them my damages. Hopefully it's not too much because, you know, like I told the lady on the phone, I already bought the part for the thing. I just had to get it put on. I don't have the tools or anything like to do it. Plus, I'm not mechanically inclined to do it. So, good thing about that is, you know, after Friday, I'll have a vehicle to drive. Hopefully, there's nothing too majorly wrong with it. And then after that, you know, I can finish working on preparing and gearing up for April. Now, my kids are gone down the road to the neighbor that lived back here. After their place burnt down, they got a place down the road, same side of the road as us, but a little farther down the road. And they're down there with them. Wife went to work a little bit ago, so it's just me, the dog, and the cats at home. And these wonderful birds around me that keep chirping and chirping and chirping, which to me is great. So I got bored and I figured, well, I'll come out here and I'll just make a video. I don't care how long or short it is. So, but in the process of this, I emptied about 3 gallons of blackberries in a great big ass stainless steel cook pot in the house. And I'm letting them kind of thaw out to some degree. And once they thaw out to a certain degree, I'm going to smash them up. And I'm going to make hopefully I'm going to make a few good jars of blackberry jelly. And the reason why I'm so yawny is because I went to bed this morning. I finally fell asleep about 4:30 in the morning ish, and I was up at about 7:30, 7:40. So I've been dragging ass all day long. I know I'm going to bed early tonight. I don't care. I would go to bed right now, but if I went to bed right now, fell asleep for a few hours, I'd wake up and I'd be wide awake. And I don't want to be wide awake. Even though I'm fighting it, I'd love to go to sleep. I got excuse me. I got a label printer. No, is it label printer? Label writer 450. And I printed out some labels for prices and stuff for my goods and everything else, and some of my ingredients I have for the bread stuff I'm going to be making. And for state of Kentucky, when you do stuff like that, for like the bread wise, you got to put your name, address, and telephone number on there as well, so that way, you know, if something went wrong or something like that, whoever bought your stuff, they can contact you. And, you know, it's fine, no big deal. You know, everything I have on the ingredients is listed on the tag. I went ahead and printed out probably 20 or 30 tags. Now, I ain't taking 20 or 30 loaves of bread with me. I'm going to take about probably 4, maybe 6 a week. And if they don't sell, then, well, here's my plan. The market starts at 11 o'clock in the morning. Is it 10? I think it's 10, 9, 10, 11. I think, yeah, it's 11. My fault. It's 11. It's 11 to 3. So I figure from 11 to 1, if my bread doesn't sell by, like, for a certain price, I'll be like, well, it's this price, and just like cut the price in half, and so that way it does sell. And if it doesn't sell, then what I'll do is, after I leave the market, I'll go to my in-laws and I'll drop off a loaf or two over there, and I'll take one to my brother-in-law, or I'll take one to my in-laws, one to my brother-in-law, and give one to somebody, whoever's there, and just go about that route. Which, you know, I'd be losing, but, you know, I'd rather somebody eat on it than it have to just go to waste. But yeah. Now, the only thing I haven't done yet is two things. Two things I'm waiting on. Is a canopy and a folding chair. Last year I took one of these chairs like I'm sitting in right now, my lawn chair. I threw it in the back of the thing, which it worked out fine, but it was pretty awkward trying to carry everything, and that chair and everything in the back as well. So I'm gonna get me a folding chair, and then sometime as the months progress and it gets warmer and warmer and warmer, I'm going to buy me one of those upright air conditioners, one of those vertical ones that kind of tilt back and forth like that. I'm going to take my 100-foot drop cord I have over my tote piece back here. Kitty behind me won't be in the video. And then I'm going to take my drop cord, plug it to the outside box out there at the farmer's market, and plug up to my AC unit so I can sit in my little booth and have my cold air blow across me as I'm sitting there in my chair in midsummer while everybody else is out there sweating their ass off. Now, how good is it going to do? Couldn't tell you. Is it going to be better than sitting there sweating your ass off in a canopy? Yes, it will. So, that's, you know, I guess 3 things I got to get. But as of right now, 2. A canopy and a chair. And I'm pretty much done and ready. Now, there is one thing I still have to do, and I have to fill up my piece of paper so I can send it to Frankfurt, so that way I can sell like jams and jellies and bread and pickles and whatever else I want to create and take out there with me. So therefore I'll be in compliance with the state and the farmers markets and, you know, all this other stuff and yada yada yada. So other than that, really ain't much really going on. Ooh, I just moved my foot a certain way and I felt a tingle. I go sometime, let's see, I go the 11th on one appointment, and I go the 16th of March on the next appointment. The 11th is my diabetic doctor, and the 16th is the foot doctor, and I guess they're going to x-ray me again to find out what progress my foot is making and everything else. So that dog behind me, that's Brandon's dog. My dog's over in the driveway. He's looking at me like, ooh, 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 let me go over there, let me go over there. But, yeah. Nothing new, nothing exciting. The only thing that has me kind of pondering is this kind of weather right now, because at nighttime it gets kind of cold, which is what I'm getting ready to get to. And during the daytime, right now, it's about 50-ish degrees. And usually, that's about the weather when morels pop up. So, that got me kind of pondering maybe taking an early trip to my little secret stash and to see if anything has popped up out of the ground yet. Now, I'm not really inclined to say they are, but this is the kind of weather when morels start to pop up. And then daylight saving time is going to change next week, or this week or next week, I don't remember. But if that's the case, that means it's going to be daylight a little bit longer, and it's, you know, it'll have a little bit more warmth on the ground to cause them to pop out even more. If we do stay warm, like what they're talking about. And the only problem about that is too, if these trees around here start popping buds out, and we get another hardcore frost in here, it'll snap all those leaves and buds for the flowers for the fruit trees and everything else like it did last year back in May. And that's why I'm kind of worried about that as well. But don't know until it happens. Ain't no sense in stressing over something that hasn't happened yet. Won't do you no good. Just make you stress over stuff that you should be stressing about to begin with. So with all that being said and done, I'm going to end this video, and I guess I'll take my happy ass inside and download this and throw it on YouTube. And if I do go out in the woods to check to see if them morels have popped up, I'll take my little trusty dandy camera with me, and I guess I'll hobble through the woods with my boot on to see if thing has popped up or not. But I know as far as this weekend goes, hopefully when my wife is out with her mom and sisters doing their girls weekend out thing, me and my father-in-law go to Lowe's and pick up some lumber, and we'll start working on this second part of this deck and get a good piece of it started and probably done that day, that Saturday and Sunday, hopefully. But if not, then you'll get done sometime. I might get enough lumber to do this side and this side. I kind of hate to bring it out this way. I don't know. I've been pondering on it. I want to, but at the same time I'm like, I don't know. I might just bring it out this way and, you know, make it even more so this way than this way. So it'll be one of those things we'll just have to wait and see. So, but until then, y'all have a great day, and I'll catch y'all again soon.